Getting to know Cartagena. Its construction began in 1536 and was completed in 1657. It was built with the purpose of being able to more easily observe the continuous invasions and attacks that the city suffered at the hands of English and French armies and pirates, and to be able to defend itself from they. Over time, it has resisted a wide variety of attacks. One of the most famous was the one that suffered at the hands of the English in 1741. That year Edward Vernon attacked Cartagena de Indias with an army that exceeded 27,000 soldiers, 186 warships, and 2,000 cannons. Sir Vernon did not achieve his objective. The Spanish Blas de Lezo, with only 3,600 men and 6 ships, managed to defeat the English navy in one of the most spectacular heroic feats in military history. This structure was created based on brick and rock, which today is considered one of the best in terms of military strategy. Its practically impenetrable construction has meant that it has remained standing over the years despite the numerous attacks that the city suffered. This visit is very worth it and you should not miss it. I also recommend other essential activities. What is San Felipe Castle like? This colonial fortification is one of the most solid of those still standing today and the one that has withstood the most attacks over time. The Castillo de San Felipe, built on a triangular base, forms a spectacular geometric bunker. This fortification is considered one of the greatest exponents of military architecture from the Spanish colonial era and the largest fortress built by the Spanish in America. With this letter of introduction, it is clear that it is one of the most interesting things to see in Cartagena de Indias. The entrance costs 25,000 pesos and can be visited from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. from Monday to Sunday. If you want to hire a guide, the price is separate. In my opinion, it is worth hiring a guided tour since it is much more enjoyable. The guide, in addition to telling you about the castle and its battles, explains many things about the history of the city and its traditions. The visit takes you through the different levels of the Castillo de San Felipe, both the exterior, with its batteries, its squares, and its sentry boxes, and the labyrinthine network of tunnels and interior rooms. The fortress consists of an important series of walls with very wide bases that become increasingly narrower as they reach their upper levels. As for the stone blocks, it is said that they were extracted from the coral reefs that were on the surrounding coasts. Some legends say that the stone blocks were glued with calicanto and ox blood, and there are even myths in which the blood of black slaves is also mentioned. The construction of these walls was not carried out perpendicular to the ground as is usual in the vast majority of fortifications, but rather inclined inwards so that enemy cannonballs would cause less damage. Regarding the cannons, it had a total of 63 cannons located in different batteries at strategic points pointing towards the bay to prevent invasion by water by enemy vessels. Furthermore, each battery pointed to other batteries so that to take and secure each one of them it was necessary to take control of the entire military complex. The castle also has gullies that were created with the purpose of trapping any intruder who tried to scale the walls. Likewise, it has a labyrinthine system of underground tunnels through which troops could move without being seen by the enemies, in addition to being used to carry out ambushes when the enemy managed to sneak into them. The tunnel system is designed in such a way that it was a death trap for enemies. These had to enter them to reach the upper levels, and they found narrow passages full of nooks where the defenders hid, uneven levels, and a route through which it is very easy to get lost and disoriented, all with the aim of facilitating ambushes. The fortress also has underground barracks with the capacity to house up to 350 men, weapons, and food to survive a siege of several months. Currently, tourists can visit each corner of this imposing castle, tour the tunnels, the ramps, and even the gunners' posts. In the surroundings of the Castillo de San Felipe, you can also visit the statue of Admiral Blas de Lezo and the monument to the old shoes in honor of the Colombian poet Luis Carlos Lopez. We will be publishing more about getting to know Cartagena.